This video explains why the Phoenix AFC fuel control system is not prompting for a driver entry when fueling a vehicle. You must check the programming in the AFC system to determine where the problem lies. You can get into the programming of the system by going to the Setup Configuration menu and selecting AFC, or you can use the icon on the toolbar for Configure AFC. This opens up your database programming session. Now, in this section, if you are using a keypad entry for the vehicle and it is not prompting for a driver, you must go to the General Config tab. Once at the General Config, you would go to Edit Record and you would check the check mark by Driver Entry on Keypad Transaction. If that is not checked, you must check that and save changes. This will now force a driver entry when using a keypad entry for the vehicle information on a fueling transaction. Once that's done, you would go up to Transfer Data, transmit updates to AFC. Once that's done, then the system should prompt for the driver. The second condition to check for is if you are using a card or a key for the vehicle. What you must do in that case is go to the Cards Keys tab. You need to find the card number that is being used for the fueling transaction, and there are two ways to do that. You can either go to first on the bottom, which will take you to the first card number in your system, and use the next button to cycle through to get to the card that you're looking for. Or you can go up to the Edit menu, go to Find Record, and enter in the card number that you wish to check. In this case, we're using 102 and OK. This immediately brings up that record that you need to check. What you need to do then is go to Edit Record. The field that you are interested in is the secondary field 1, or in some cases it's labeled the primary driver field. If that field is all zeros, then when this vehicle key is used, it will not prompt for a driver. Now what you need to do is use the drop-down box for secondary field 1 or primary driver, and then select any valid driver in the system. Once that is done, and then you save changes, when this vehicle key is used, and if this vehicle setup is a global vehicle, any valid driver within the department of that vehicle will be able to fuel that vehicle, and it will prompt for that driver entry. As before, once you've made your changes in this record, you would go up to Transfer Data and transmit updates to AFC. This would transmit the change out there, and fueling from this point on for this card number would then prompt for a driver.